Hey guys, happy Saturday. I had a weigh-in today, and I didn't really tell anyone about it because I was just a little nervous. My last weigh-in, I gained 2 pounds, and that was the first time I had ever gained during one of my monthly weigh-ins. So it was a little challenging to process, but I had good moments. I fell off track a bit. I got back on. I fell off again. I got back on again. So it's just been kind of like a battle, if you will. And, there's nothing wrong with that. And I kind of just want to address that because it is hard. Like, this isn't something that you wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to be healthy. And, like, this is super easy and fun. And I don't have any worries in the world ever. It's not true. I think a lot of people think that, but that's why I share my story, because it's not. It is a struggle every single day. And it's not every single day. Like, let me address that. It's not every single day, but every day I do have to talk myself through stuff, and be like, do I want to eat this unhealthy thing, or do I want to say no to everything? And it's just kind of a thing that I'm working through. And yes, I've been doing this for a year, but I don't have all of the answers. And I'm not sure if I ever will, but hopefully I can figure it out. And hopefully me sharing my story can help you guys figure out, where you are too. But I just want to reiterate that if you fall off, or if you mess up, or if you have 7 cheat meals in a row and you don't go to the gym for a week, it's okay. It is 1010% okay. And I am living, breathing proof of that. I have messed up. I have fallen off. I have cheated. I have skipped the gym. I've gotten back in the gym. I have gotten back on track. I have stopped eating dairy for 6 months. I've started eating dairy again. I've thought about not eating dairy ever again. It's a constant struggle and figuring things out, but I'm here today, and I have been doing this for a little over a year now, and I've lost 136 pounds. So all of those mishaps and things that make you want to just give up and not keep going, I'm telling you to keep pushing through, and don't let it win. Don't let this time beat you, because I think a long time ago, I would always start for 30 days, and then I'd have a cheat meal, and I'd have 4 cheat meals, and then I'd be like, well, I already had 4 cheat meals, so I might as well just keep cheating. And then 4 months later, I look back and I'm like, how did I end up here? I was doing so good, And so this time I promised myself that no matter how hard it got, no matter how many times I fell off, how many times I fell down, whatever, I was going to get back up, and I was going to keep fighting because I deserved it, And I think that's kind of where this whole thing started, is because I finally fell so deeply in love with myself, and I had a conversation, and I was with myself, and I was just you deserve so much. You deserve the freaking world, and you don't need anyone to give that to you. You can give that to you. You just have to find it within you, And so I just had to work really hard on me first. I'm gonna cry. If you're struggling and you don't know where to start, and you want to change your life, work on you first. Work on falling so deeply in love with yourself that it actually hurts. You just look at yourself and you're like, God, I love you. And I struggled with that for a long time. It was hard to look at myself and be like, I love you. But I love you. I love myself so much. And that's kind of how this all started. I was tired of having to be left out, and I was tired of having to make excuses for not being able to go on trips or, anything. And I knew that I deserved to live a happy, healthy life. And I knew I deserved more than feeding my body horrible food that just it didn't love. And you know, I was like, but I do love this food. It makes me happy, but like food doesn't equal happiness, you know? Like I had to like learn that too. It was like a whole process of like getting real honest with myself. And sometimes I still struggle with that. I think like how we grew up in the South, it was like everything, every party, every event, everything was related around food. And, you know, you did good on a test or whatever, let's go out to eat, or, you know, just anything. And just like I started like using food as like rewards, or as like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like if I was sad, I would use it like coping. I would use it like as a coping mechanism. And so everything around my life was food related. So, you know, if I had a good day, and I, you know, really killed it or whatever, I'd be like, okay, and now I get to reward myself. And it was like, what are you doing? This isn't how the world works. You know, like you don't reward yourself with food. You reward yourself with some like things that make you happy. And why is food that happiness for you? And I wasn't quite sure. Still not quite sure. Still working on figuring that part out. But I've learned how to do it in a healthier way, I think. I've definitely fallen off of, like, I got into a place where it was like cheat meals, and it was like kind of like this like happy-go-lucky, like, you killed it in the gym this week, you get to have a whole weekend of cheat meals. And like I've had to learn and like talk to myself and be like, what's going on here? Like, you didn't used to be like this, so like what happened? Like, how'd you fall off here? And so I just realized that like it was a routine at that point. Like I had gotten so far in, I'm like 3 months into this kill it in the gym, cheat meal all weekend kind of routine, and like eat healthy all week, obviously, that like it kind of became normal to me. And so I'm right now in the process of realizing, of going back to old low. And at the beginning of this journey, that was like, cheat meals are okay in moderation. And, you know, you can have a slice of pizza, but also eat a salad, you know, and not just pizza, burgers, fries, you know, like all the bad stuff in one sitting. Enjoy throughout, have a great time, and do what you want, but also having those healthy choices throughout. So I'm having to like retrain myself and retrain my brain on how like that whole thing works. But yeah, this video got really long, and I was coming on here to tell you about my weigh-in. So this isn't going to go on Instagram, obviously, now because we're 8 minutes in, but I will upload it to YouTube just as like a quick little update kind of chat sesh. I'm not quite sure if I made the most sense, because I was just kind of rambling, but I hope that if anyone is struggling or going through something, or they've fallen off, or they don't know where to start, please just know that I was in your shoes. I was there. I struggled. I had started this journey more times than I can even count. I have fallen off during this specific journey that I'm on right now. I have fallen off several times. I've gotten down on myself and hard on myself, and everything that you can ever imagine. I've done it, and I'm still doing it. So like, it's a learning process for me and for anyone that's doing this. So don't feel like it's a magic thing that clicks in your brain and you're perfectly normal and you're gonna like, I'm a robot and I eat vegetables all the time. Like, it's just not realistic. And like, maybe it's just me, but like, I wonder all the time, and I have this conversation with one of my really good friends. Like, we often like, just like, are we ever gonna be normal? Like, do people have a normal relationship with food? I'm not sure. And so like, I'm still trying to figure that out. But once I figure it out, I'll let you know. But like, I just feel like I've been really cloudy for a while, and like I get cloudy and then I get my head on straight, and then I get cloudy again and then I get my head on straight. And now I kind of just want to keep that like momentum going, because I've seen this month was hard. This month was a hard month. Gaining that 2 pounds, I'm gonna cry, and I don't know why, but gaining that 2 pounds was like, I was like, what's happening, you know? And I was just like, I was fighting so hard because I didn't want to go back to old low. I didn't want to go back to old low, but I could see her slowly creeping back in. And it's not that I don't love her. I love her so much, but she wasn't happy, and she was always struggling. And so I was just like, seeing her creep back in scared me. And I know 2 pounds is 2 pounds, but it was like, you guys, like, I was just so bad off. Like, I was just eating and eating and eating, and like to the point of like, what are you doing? You know, like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm working on that too. Thank you for listening and watching me cry. But yeah, so I saw old low creeping back in, and that scared me, and I didn't want it to scare me. And I was disappointed in myself, in the sense of like, I was getting so upset, and so I was letting these 2 pounds kind of like win. And it was like, why? Like, why am I doing this? You've come so far, Lauren. It's 2 pounds. Like, you've lost 130 pounds, and like 2 pounds did nothing. But like, to me, it was like, I was defeated. And so I don't know why, because it was like, part of me was like, I'm okay, and part of me was like, I'm not okay. So it was like this like just constant like battle in my brain of like, I'm okay, I'm not okay, I'm okay, I'm not okay. And then so that was like a constant battle of like falling off track and getting back on, and falling off track and getting back on. And so I was nervous about going into this weigh-in, and so I didn't talk about it. And I didn't think about it. Actually, I did think about it. I thought about canceling my appointment today all week. And I was like, you know what? Don't. Bite the bullet. Go. See what it says. And if you're not happy, then you're going to figure it out. But at this point, not knowing isn't going to help you, because you're just going to be in your head. So the end of January, I went on a work trip, and it was out of town, and old low crept back in. Didn't go to the gym while I was on my trip. I ate not the greatest. I drank a lot. And I wasn't the person that I want to be. You know, I just really saw old low come in full swing. And my friend told me, she was like, you need to not push old low away so much, because she is a part of you. And you need to understand that she's going to come up every now and then. And that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with her. She's a great girl. But like, there's a time and a place. And that's okay. It was okay that old low came out. You know, you enjoyed yourself, you had fun, but now you're back, and you just have to get back on it. And she's not wrong, you know? And so I've been working through that as well, trying to just figure out who I am as a person, with this new low and this old low, like, combining into one person. But I did horribly the end of January. And then so I got back, and I had a week until my weigh-in. And I really just, I felt horrible. My tummy was so messed up, like, to the point of, like, I didn't, if I'm going to be honest, I didn't poop for 4 days. And I was, like, honestly miserable. Like, during one of my workouts, I couldn't even finish it because my stomach was cramping so much, and I was just in so much pain. That I just had to, like, kind of take it easy that day. I still went through my workout, but I was struggling. And I was like, just like talking to myself, and I was like, you hate this feeling. You enjoyed yourself last week, but you hate how you feel right now. So clearly you didn't have fun last week. You're just convincing yourself you had fun so you don't feel bad, you know? And so I got back and I was like, I gotta change something. So I started doing what I normally do, taking my supplements, eating healthy, eating real food, real veggies, like not processed stuff, like actually eating real food. And my tummy's back to normal. I feel so much better. I can completely feel like a different person. Like I'm happier, like I'm not like down on myself, and I'm not like, all this stuff because of my diet. And that's so wild. And I don't mean like diet. I mean like the stuff that's going into my body is a healthy diet. Where am I going with this? Okay, back to the weigh-in. So I've fallen off, gotten back on, fallen off again, and gotten back on, all in these 4 weeks of this month since my last weigh-in. So, not of this month. So, since my last weigh-in, I fell off, I got back on, I fell off again, I got back on, okay? So, now my weigh-in's coming up. So, all week I've just been like, should I cancel? Like, I haven't been doing the greatest. I haven't been doing the worst, but I haven't been doing the greatest. And I was like, you know what, just bite the bullet and go. Figure it out, and then, you'll kind of see where you are, and you can go from there. So I had my weigh-in today, and I'm happy with the results, but not satisfied. So I've lost 6 pounds this month, so that is a total of 136 pounds that I've lost since December 2017. What am I thinking? How did I want to say that? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so lost. Oh. I'm sorry. So I'm 136 pounds down, and I am at the weight of 306.5 pounds. So I'm very close to being under 300 pounds. Next month, I could quite potentially be under 300, which is so absolutely insane to me. Like, no words at all. I don't remember the last time I've been under 200 pounds. I think it's going to be a moment, like a moment in history for me. I don't think I've been under 200 pounds since high school, and I don't even know if I was 200 pounds in high school. Like, not 200 pounds, but like in the 200s. I'd have to like look at my doctor records to see when the last time I was around 200. But it has been a very, very long time. So, with all of that being said, I know this is a very long video, but I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching it. Hopefully, something in this video helps you. Hopefully, me struggling and going through hard times can show you that it's not a piece of cake, even though sometimes we wish it was. Literally and figuratively. But just know that it is possible. You can fall off. You can get back on. You can fall off again. You can get back on again. And you can still lose 6 pounds in a month. So just know it's not over. It's not. Just keep fighting every single day. And I promise you, you will change your life. And you will be so happy. Because I'm so happy. And I will never be old low again. Even though she sometimes likes to creep in and join the party, because I don't blame her, it's fun. I won't be her again. I never, ever, ever in my whole life will be her again, because I'm too happy now. And my life is so much better. So anyways, happy Saturday, guys. I will hopefully see you guys soon. I want to do more videos. I want to talk to you guys more and just, you know, kind of bring you along on this journey. So hopefully I will see you soon, maybe next week. But if not, I'll be back in a month for sure to keep you updated. I love you guys. Bye.